The inspiration for a conference on women in leadership in healthcare came about when I became chair of the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges, and we realised there was a lot of conversation happening about the whole equality, diversity and inclusion agenda, and that actually we hadn't hosted something like this as an academy. So we reached out to our 24 member organisations and said, look, do any of you fancy running something like this in collaboration with us? And both the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh and the Royal College of Physicians of Edinburgh put their hands up and said, you know, we'd love to do this. And so I looked at it and I thought, wow, you can't separate these amazing organisations. So we reached out to them and said, how about doing it collaboratively? And they both responded immediately and positively and said, we would love to do it. And the symbolism of those two great institutions coming together to run a conference on women in leadership is very important indeed.
Just so fantastic to be able to share a platform with such inspiring women. Some of my heroes have been here over the course of the 2 days. Carrie McEwen, Helen Stokes-Lampard, Jane Dacre yesterday, Dame Sally Davies. You know, these are women I've aspired to be like.
Today I've been speaking about widening participation in leadership and management, giving a little bit of background about my own personal story, where the sort of barriers are within the systems and the institutions in health, and then also a bit of a call to action around what are we going to do about the problems in terms of diversity in leadership. I think people know that there are problems there, but they don't necessarily know how to fix them. And so I hope that this is the type of event where people have some ideas around what they might want to take back to their own place of work, or what they might be able to do from a personal perspective to try to change some of the behaviours and attitudes that we see in the workplace.
This event has been an overwhelming success. I have been personally inspired by all the different stories, people who've overcome struggles to become excellent leaders, and also the will of people to try and promote the next generation, to mentor and sponsor young doctors coming through to be the next future leaders. I think we're all going to take something very special away from this conference.
Gender pay gap in medicine is very large for a single professional group, and that was something that we discovered back in 2020 when we did the report. So I now chair the Implementation Advisory Group for the Department of Health in England, and we've been doing a lot of work that's based on looking at the recommendations and seeing what we can do to bring the pay gap down. The really good news, and it's something that I'm really excited to tell people, is that we are measuring it and the gender pay gap is coming down, which is surprising but very pleasing.
One of the beauties of this conference today is that we've had speakers in from all sorts of external organisations, whether that's Disney, Fidelity International, Barclays. We've had people who can show the health sector how other parts of commercial and government industries are doing things well. So we must be humble enough to learn from others and adopt good practice. Those of us who are in more senior positions have a very important role in giving a hand up, but also sometimes giving people a gentle shove and saying, you can do this, you just need to believe in yourself, or sometimes looking somebody in the eye and saying, I believe in you.